Welcome back, all. Thank you for joining me once again for Ambition, a Minuet in Power. So, last time I guess I gave you guys a little bit of a two for one, or at least what was intended to be a two-parter in one video. But this time we will continue on with our investigation, I believe. Although I'm looking here, we have our exhaustion level, right? And our exhaustion level is at level 2. I'm thinking what we should do, perhaps, was I didn't actually do the math, because I haven't done the editing for the last video yet. But I'm thinking that, like with our wardrobe, I think, added quite a bit of credibility for the party that we went to, and it exceeded the amount that we lost. So it seems that mechanic is very important. Let me see here. So the next thing we're going to is a revolution party or get together. And see, we have a category here, and we don't have anything that really adds to revolution. So I'm thinking if we went and bought something that adds to a significant amount to on any of these, either we could offset the amount of credibility lost, or we could add substantially. Like this one added quite a bit, or was it this one added quite a bit to this military one? I think we used this one. So if we could get other outfits that does this, then we would be okay to either reuse them. It looks like after you reuse it, it goes down a bit as far as what you can obtain. But I mean, if it is enough to like counter the exhaustion level, then we don't have to take a day to rest. But what that would mean currently is that we would need to, at the very least, take a day to buy these dresses. So we would need to buy at least a couple to make it worthwhile, I think. So as far as what we have two that go quite well for the military, but we only have one here that does really anything else, this provincial dress. But nothing is helping out the revolution. So that's not going to be good right now. I don't know if it's worth it right now to buy the dress. I think if I had known this or understood this mechanic earlier, it probably would have been much more beneficial to me. But I think maybe during this time frame here, we can spend some time, or at least a couple days, to perhaps like do some chores. I'm just thinking here, we've got this one for the church. Do we have one that goes well for church? I mean, this one does something. So the last dress we used, this one. I think we will use this one for the revolution. I know it says 0, but I'm thinking maybe what we'll do is we will rest tomorrow. And then, so we'll lose 5 credibility because this will be 0. But, we will have 1 exhaustion after this. And then for this one here, we could use this one, and we'd end up only losing 1 credibility. So that way we don't have to rest, and if anything, we need to buy something for bourgeoisie and revolution at a minimum in order to have a fleshed out wardrobe. So I think we won't go and buy any dresses today. What we will do, I think, is we will go and investigate this bank in order to get proof of Marcel's family being a new money instead of the old money that she is pretending to be. So let's see here. We have a chance to lose money, but we have a decent amount of money right now, so that's fine, I think. We have chance for peril and chance to lose credibility. But we will give this a try, I think. It takes far longer to find caisse de confiance than you'd have thought. You've never even heard of this particular bank, but you at least assumed it would look like a bank. Instead, you find yourself standing outside a squat building with stone walls and a reinforced door. It doesn't even have a sign out front. That's because it's probably a fake bank. Maybe she is part of some, or has dealings with organized crime, and this is their headquarters. Inside, you find yourself in a room with a man waiting at a desk, tallying up some items in a ledger. Other than the desk, you can see very little furniture and no other customers. Motes of dust slowly circle in the air.
Huh.
The man looks up at you as you approach. He gives you the same fake smile used by anyone who has to be nice for a living. This must be a universal thing. I see this all the time. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to Caisse de Confiance, a name in banking. Yeah, it is a name at all. So we can say that we'd like to open an account. It's a medium credibility, guys. That might be very difficult. I've heard the prestigious Vicomtesse de Foix does business with you. Is that true? A name in banking, that's such a bold claim. So, it says it's a medium credibility. We're at 51%, or 51, I guess that's, it looks like that's a percentage, guys, because it looks like 51 is like around half. So, maybe we could hit this credibility challenge. I don't know. You know what? All through this playthrough, we've been kind of just taking the chances and taking the knockbacks as we've been going along, so maybe we do this. Maybe we give it a try. Oh, really? He asked, maintaining a smile, but eyeing you with a combination of surprise and suspicion.
Oh-ho!
That is remarkable news, madame. Oh, we hit it. May I ask how you came to know of our esteemed establishment? Oh, this one adds a little bit of peril, and this is an easy credibility challenge here. The easy credibility says, I came on the recommendation of the Vicomtesse de Foix. I think this is the one we go to. It says it's an easy credibility challenge, and it makes sense that he wouldn't know, unless he came to the party, that she actually doesn't like us. But not that he actually knows who we are to begin with, so maybe we go with this and hope for the best. He pauses to examine you again. The Viscountess recommended you? Ah, yes. It's always nice to hear one of our clients speak so highly of us, he replies, beaming with enthusiasm. A friend of the good Viscountess is a friend of ours. Now, as you can imagine, our minimum to open an account is 500 livres. Ooh. Medium credibility challenge. That says, you can withdraw 2,000 livres from my account at La Banque Protestante. And we can say I don't have that kind of money. Well, we certainly don't have that kind of money. But he's gone for it so far. Should we just go ahead and just nothing ventured, nothing gained? Because we don't even have the 500. Why are we saying we have 2,000? I guess, caution to the wind, right? Let's go for it. Never in your life have you lied as outrageously as you have right now. He doesn't seem to notice. But of course, madame, I shall leave at once to fetch the deposit from La Banque Protestante. Please make yourself at home. Before you can say anything else, he disappears, leaving you alone in the bank, along with all of the ledgers and records. Yeah, because it's not really a bank, it's just some dude in a building. Also, he didn't take any of our information. How does he know who to take? Oh, he's just getting a bank note, so then she can fill it out here probably. Locking the front door to make sure that you aren't interrupted, you set up a pile of ledgers and start looking through them. You also manage to help yourself to a freshly boiled pot of tea from the back room. Years ago, your father's eyes started to have trouble focusing on small letters, so you had to help him with the accounting. Now, it appears that all those late nights spent in his office squinting at barely legible expenses are about to pay off. Flipping through the pages, you eventually find some entries for Marcel's account. She certainly appears to have the fortune one would imagine from a woman of her station, but you still press on. From the looks of it, the rumors that Marcel spent a fortune on her father's funeral were well-founded. It must have been a truly lavish affair. Not long after that, you get to when Marcel's father, Alonso Dufour, was the account holder. It appears that he was the one who made the family's money, not Marcel. While that would make for a good jab at a party, it's not enough. A member of the aristocracy having a fortune they didn't earn is more normal than not. You're looking deep into the past now, at entries that are over 30 years old. Suddenly, everything just stops making sense. Marcel's father was landless, dead broke under a mountain of debt, and had been for years. He only got by on loans from someone named Gatien de Bassor, who was also a client at this bank. Then, overnight, the Viscount had a respectable sum of money, and everything just started working for him. Ooh. Did he take loans from this guy and then have him killed off? Ooh, intrigue, intrigue! In 30 years, the Viscount made no attempt to pay back his loans to de Vasseur. In fact, the first thing he bought with his newfound money was November 12th, 1768, reinterment expenses. Oh, Cimetière du Calvaire. So, he bought a cemetery plot? For this guy, maybe? It looks like he had a lot less respect for the dead than Marcel. You can't imagine burying a dog for as little money as Marcel's father spent to lay whoever this was to rest. Why bother moving someone to a different cemetery if you're going to do it so cheaply? You write down the name of the cemetery just in case it's useful. A pauper's grave is now available to visit on the Paris map. Oh man. Ghoulishly, for a moment, you wonder if the Viscount Alfonso de Foix killed the Levasseur and took their money, but that wouldn't make sense. Okay, now you're just showing me up, Yvette. You can't just kill and rob someone of thousands of livres without someone noticing. Too noticeable. Besides, what kind of thief would pay to bury their victim? Oh, that's true. That's a good point there. Why would you do that? You look through the ledgers a little further, but can't seem to find anything else that's useful. All you have is that Marcel's family used to be destitute, but they had a sudden windfall. Well, that and the name of a cemetery with a pauper's grave. You put away the books, put up the cloak of your hood, and disappear through a side door. Marcel's weakness is so close that you can practically taste it. Ooh, I really want to get revenge! Revenge! Alright, April 7th. What we're going to do here, I think, is we're going to take a break. Not us, but I mean, we're going to take a break. We're going to have Yvette take a break, I should say. So we'll go back home, and we will rest for the day. You decide to take the day off, spend some time at home resting and recuperating. After spending the day in, taking care of yourself and doing some light reading, you finally feel recharged. The exhaustion that had been affecting you before has passed. You no longer have any levels of exhaustion. With that complete, you turn your focus upon the other matters that demand your attention. And now we're at the day of the party for the revolution. We're going to have some revolution gossip. Speaking of gossip, where is the gossip that we have available? We have two cheap, one military, one crown. And Pierre has a request for revolution gossip, which we shall have momentarily. So, let us go to the party. We shall wear this provincial outfit. Yeah, this is not the one that we used last time for the military gown. So it's still fairly... Okay, maybe not fairly new, but I mean, we have used it twice already. So let's go to this party. Okay. As your carriage nears the party, you consider taking one last moment to assess your preparations. Alright, we shall assess. We will lose credibility. Alright, you're neither well-rested nor exhausted. Nothing's holding you back from doing your best in this game of wits. You check a tiny mirror you keep in the carriage to see what you're wearing. To the party being held by the revolution. We are credibility down. The guests disapprove of your outfit and your credibility has decreased. With preparations like this, tonight could go poorly if you aren't careful. Yeah, because we lost some credibility, so we're not going to be able to do, I think, the medium credibility stuff. So we have to be careful about that. You step down out of your carriage and hear the ripple of whispers that signal your arrival to any social event these days. There's a small line in the vestibule as guests are waiting to get in. While you're standing in this line, you manage to overhear an interesting rumor. Make a mental note of it, just in case. Gained a piece of cheap revolution gossip. Servant checks your invitation and everything seems to be in order. So, let us... I think because we're with the bourgeoisie and they are aligned with the revolution, perhaps this is a chance to get in their graces. So I think we will gift wine to our host here and lose 10 livres. She gratefully takes the gift from you and sets it aside. As you enter the party, you can hear the whispers of other guests noting your generosity. Credibility up, peril down. Oh, if I knew we could do that, I would have been doing that. Okay. You spent 10 livres, you gained a tiny bit of credibility, you have lost a tiny amount of peril. Now let the games begin. If I had known, I would have been doing that from the start, guys. Okay, let's see. The American problem. A pair of men are discussing a diplomat from the Americas. As their conversation runs in circles, an opportunity presents itself. So we can get more gossip from the revolution gossip. So I wonder if that extra 30 livres that Pierre is offering is per gossip. Regardless, we're not going to gain credibility here, and we're not going to lose credibility here. So this one, I don't know. Maybe this one is maybe a gimme, as long as you don't do something stupid. Let's check this one. Judgment call. A self-satisfied judge and his sycophantic companion are openly discussing the details of a case. If that doesn't sound like good gossip fodder, then nothing does. So there's, chance for shocking and outrageous revolution gossip. So, chance to sway credibility, but also to increase peril. Let's see this one, a small wager. So this one's the illegal gambling again. A brief skulk. It appears that the party's host has left their study unlocked. This might be a valuable opportunity for someone of a more unscrupulous nature. Alright, so this one's, trying to steal. So we have a chance to lose money and chance at gossip. No, we have a chance to gain money because of what we're trying to steal, it seems. But we have a fairly decent chance to increase our peril. So I don't know that I want to do that. Perhaps what we do is this one here, the judgment call, where they're kind of discussing a case. We do have a chance to increase our credibility, so maybe this is the best one to go with. There is a chance to increase peril as well, but we'll see. Making your usual rounds, you come across a man who appears to be attempting to win the good favor of a local judge. Ooh. Which is, of course, why we're glad to have a man of such august reputation among us. Though I must ask, why are you still wearing your judiciary robes? Oh, don't worry about this, the judge laughs as he tugs at the edges of his robe. My final trial of the day was running quite late, and I didn't want to disappoint our host. I know she was very eager to see me. You're not certain that's completely true. In fact, you're certain that this judge is the sort of person that requires a naval uniform just to take a bath. Yeah. Some people, man, all they're trying to do is show up people and make themselves look good. Oh, and who might you be, madame? The judge asks as he notices your approach. So, we can say either Yvette Ducot, it's a pleasure to meet you. We could say, who am I? I'm the soon-to-be Baroness de Marbeau. And we can say, oh, don't you worry yourself, monsieur, I'm nobody of particularly import. How should we go about this? They've most likely heard about us through Marcel's party. So, and I don't know. I don't know if telling them that we are affiliated with Armand is a good idea, but they may not appreciate just saying, oh, I'm nobody. Let's just introduce ourselves, let's be confident in who we are and confident of ourselves. I'm sure the honor is all mine, the judge says quickly, not paying much attention to your introduction. It's funny that I was almost late, he chuckles. As it happens, my last case of the day involves some prominent revolutionaries, though neither the charges against them nor the verdict have yet to be made public. I'd further explain, but this case requires discretion, and I'd hate to confuse the young lady. So it's an easy credibility challenge. And that would be, can you possibly explain further? I'm having such a difficult time following this. The one that adds the peril, Your Honor, I didn't take you to be such a fearful man. Have you forgotten the details? Oh man, just antagonizing people? And then there's the neutral, I can assure you both that I'm not easily confused by any of this. Let's take the credibility challenge. I think we're at a decent amount here. It's difficult, he asks while you lie through a vapid smile. Oh-ho! Yes, I suppose you could have trouble following the basics, so I can provide you a few details without violating my duties as a judge. Yeah, he's just full of himself, and I think he just wants to make himself feel important. But also, during this time, I feel like women are undervalued and underestimated in the society, so he probably does think that, just because Yvette is a woman, she probably wouldn't understand, because that was what people, or mostly men, believed at the time. It's true. It's good to be around such keen and sharp minds, Your Honor. He's quite right. There's no way I'd do something so indiscreet, such as explaining the details of this entire case. As he proceeds to explain the details of this entire case to you, you find that it's not nearly as serious as he made it out to be. While all gossip has some value to it, it's still a touch disappointing. Gained a piece of cheap revolution gossip. With that knowledge safely stored away in your mind, you give them both a pleasant yet empty smile and pretend that you didn't pick up any of the details. Instead, you steer their conversation towards agreeable small talk. So assured of their superiority, they don't seem to notice what they've revealed to you. Dum-dums. You both are dum-dums. It doesn't take long for you to realize that this gossip is the best you'll get out of them. So you wish them well and leave them to see if there's anything else you can do at this party. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. A brief skulk. So this one is the stealing again. It's all cheap gossip, so we may not make much out of this. And the amount of livre we get to steal is anywhere between 0 and 33. A colleague in journalism. There's a woman here who apparently used to work with Pierre as fellow huntress of gossip and rumors. The two of you might have quite a lot to talk about. So there must be a credibility check because there's a sway here, and in addition to peril, but There is the possibility for shocking or outrageous revolution gossip. Let's see what this one is. Deep concern. Speaking with a revolutionary woman, you feel like you should be able to obtain some valuable gossip. However, first you'll have to contend with an interloper whose faux concern seems hellbent on stymieing conversation at every turn. So there's a lot of chance for gossip here, but definitely also a chance to lose credibility and a chance at peril, but there's also a chance to lose peril as well. I don't know. This one might be a credibility check of a medium. And this one here, a small wager. I feel like the most lucrative one... the most lucrative one is this one that we have to probably do a medium credibility check, I think, where we have to, like, deal with an interloper. But this other one here seems like it's a lot safer with the woman who worked with Pierre. And there's still a decent chance of getting, like, gossip and a possibility of increasing our credibility. I think I'll take that one, yeah. The colleague in journalism. Let's go with this one. You approach a woman who's been eyeing the other guests in a particular familiar way. In fact, it's the exact same way you look at guests at these functions. She looks up at you. Yvette Ducot, I take it, she asks, sipping on a glass of white wine. And then a fine assessment, or who are you and what are you doing here? And also, how do you know my name? Let's go with the first one. It seems like we're in the know. A fine assessment. Ah, I thought so. You seem to match all the rumors I've heard. Anna de Cromer. Cromer? My name is Anna de Cromer. We're both acquainted Pierre Renaudot. Funny little man, isn't he? I used to work for him as a rumor monger a long time ago before his boss passed away and bequeathed him the newspaper. Of course, since then I've moved on to greener pastures. How's Pierre doing, by the way? Does he still gamble like a madman? Okay, so either... Oh no, he doesn't even drink anymore. I hear the Pope might have him canonized. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be the case. Or, why did you stop working with Pierre in the first place? That's a good question. And then, I'm not sure, is that what he does when he sobers up? I think we both know what kind of guy he is, so let's just play around with him, or play around with Anna and just say, let's, he's about to be canonized by the Pope. I think we'll both get a laugh out of it, maybe? Can you imagine? She laughs. I once saw the man wager a full week's wages on wig louse racing. Ew. That's disgusting. Normally you'd think that she was joking, but this is Pierre we're talking about here. By the way, I'm not certain what you're doing here tonight, but I'm here to interview the Comte de Boulainvilliers. I mean, he doesn't know it's an interview, but that's not important. Simply put, I'm here to find something interesting related to the revolution. Can I trust you to stay out of my way? This is an easy credibility challenge to say, what say you and I interview together? Together, we'll cover every angle. And then there's a medium peril. You're saying he has something worth writing about? Thanks for the tip. And then there's, don't worry, I won't get in the way. I think we'll take the easy credibility challenge. And maybe we can tag team or double team this guy. Interview him together? I think not. I would have to be a complete fool to let you take this prize away from me before I've even started, she replies, calm and cold. Lost a decent amount of credibility. Oh my god, we lost so much credibility with that one. I will be going on about my business now. Do not even dare to try to follow me, she hisses to you in a tone that even you find quite forbidding. Aw, geez, man. Anne leaves, and you're left trying to figure out what you'll do for the rest of the party. You certainly won't be following her anytime soon. Damn it! Man. Dude, we lost so much credibility with that one. That's crazy. Crazy. Now we're not going to be able to hit any medium ones. That was supposed to be an easy credibility challenge, too. How is this even calculated? It might as well just be random, guys. Alright. That was honestly very disappointing. Oh, and there's another one here. This one's a request for the crown. Crown gossip. I don't know. I don't think I really want to go to that one. We've got a lot of stuff going on here already. So the support from the church for the crown has gone down, as is with the military. I don't know. I think at this point I will take a break on this, and jeez, man, that sucks so bad. Sucks so bad. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and decline this invitation. Declined. We've already accepted this other one, and I don't really want to have two parties back to back. We've already got one level exhaustion. And we've got a lot to do already. There's only 2 weeks and a day for us to find the proof that we need and to get an invitation to Marcel's party. So there's a lot to be done in only a very limited amount of time. So I think we're just gonna have to like do the best we can. Jeez, dude. That hit from Anna really, really took a big toll on me. Jeez. Alright. I know that this one is not as long as the most recent ones, but I think I'm going to stop here. Hopefully in the next one we'll do a bit better or get a bit better luck. Again, I don't understand how this medium, easy challenge stuff works. To me, it just seems really, really, really random. But in any case, we will do our best for the next one. I hope you come back and join me for that one. And until then, bye.